Alright guys, welcome back to Sensei and the People. Today we are going to talk about episode 23 of Shangri-La. I got Paul here and also my friend here, Cray. So let's get into it.
Not on this budget.
I mean, obviously the green screen behind us is like top dollar. So
there's no green screen. What are you talking about?
Sorry, it's just my wall.
Yeah, we buy a new poster every episode.
It changes colors and scenes.
Anyways, guys, Shangri-La episode 23 was so hyped, right, guys? We had an area boss that was defeated.
Yeah.
Oh, the Humming Lich.
And
Humming Lich, cool name.
Yep. So that was kind of the basis of like this whole episode.
Yeah.
Is defeating this area boss.
Yeah.
Of the Ancient Souls Canyon, I believe.
You got it.
So yeah. What happens is they're walking through the Ancient Souls Canyon, and they run into this dark mist, which is like aura of like death and murder. You know.
Yeah. Miasma.
Yeah.
So sounds like something like
classic Inuyasha.
Yeah, miasma sounds like something like. Have you ever been hurt by miasma? Like, call this lawyer, you know. There's going to be a lawsuit on it. But anyways, mesothelioma, you know. It's kind of what it... Anyways.
We're with you.
yeah, sorry.
Call the officers of Sunraku and Lycagon.
Yeah. Right. So anyways, they run into this area boss, the Humming Lynch.
Mm-hmm.
So, once they get in there, Sunraku tries to, you know, attack it first. It realizes, hey... I am not able to attack this Humming Lynch.
Yeah, be luck. It's all hating on him.
I really like that.
It's very gamey.
It adds more. It adds like more strategy to like to the whole gaming aspect.
Makes sense. Undead, you can't beat them unless you have like holy weapon.
It reminds you it's a game.
Yeah,
we need.
I feel like it does make sense.
Mm-hmm.
So, so in that moment, Belok is like, "Hey, I told you to be ready." You know, because we can encounter these things. Why weren't you ready?
She's so sassy.
Yeah, it's crazy how much an NPC can tell you stuff.
So,
it's a game. That's right.
I hate you,
dude. It's always like top tier game, dude.
I know, right? It's just so good.
So like, just
AI,
just deal with it.
AI is crazy in the future.
So, they have to scramble for a holy weapon.
Yeah.
Because the only way they can hurt this Lynch, because it's undead, right? I believe.
Something like that.
Yeah.
So the only weapon that they can prepare within this little bit of time is the sword that they just got from Dolhan.
Dolhan's beheader.
Yeah.
Decapitator.
I forget what the sword was called.
Decapitator.
The Decapitator.
Okay. Dolhan General's Decapitator.
Yeah. So Shinraku has to keep this area boss busy until Belok is able to
refine it.
Yeah. Blacksmith the sword up, you know?
Yeah,
right.
So, and once Belok does, he throws it to Shinraku and says, "Hey, you got eight hits.
It's real brittle
with this sword because you know I was only able to work on it so much,
which is pretty cool.
But there was also like 7 Humming Liches also.
Oh
yes.
Yeah. It was cool how in game logic it divided the health between each of them. I thought that was pretty cool. It makes sense.
Yeah, I feel like it would make sense.
You're not a gamer. You don't know.
So the Humming Lich ends up dividing, like you said, into 7 of them. So, and each one had a different weapon. So Sunraku, that's another...
That was cool.
Yeah,
that was another thing that Sunraku had to overcome.
That was cool.
So he now is able to use like all of his buffs and an expert on like using them. And so he was able to buff up, take down his health, and then get more buffs off of that.
Because he has low health. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So that was pretty. I mean, what do you think about that?
Nitro gain.
Wasn't that so cool? Like I feel like he learned that in the Weatherman fight.
Yeah, definitely.
And like he just feels like he's like on another level after that Weatherman fight.
He's definitely getting more experience as far as like battling with his low HP because he has so. I didn't realize how little HP he had until I looked. It was like 32. That's his max.
He only has 32.
30. Like that's nothing, dude.
Yeah, he's definitely still not putting anything on his HP.
But do we even have like a reference really of how much an attack would take off of you? Because like even the Weatherman fight, it just had one slice and he died.
Right.
So we don't have really a real reference of like what one hit would do to him.
But he doesn't even get hit. So
he never gets hit. I get that. I just kind of wish they would show like maybe Belok getting hit. You could see like 50 points. They'd be like, "Oh shit, one of those would kill me."
I pointed this out like like 2 or 3 episodes ago, there's no hit markers. Like there's no minus 20, minus whatever. Even for Pencil Gone.
Put it out for solo leveling though.
Oh yeah. But either way, Game World doesn't make any sense to me. Even when Pencil Gone or whoever gets hit, they never show anything like that.
I need something like that just to remind me it's a game because I always forget we're in a game.
You're not Isekai.
Yeah, I always forget, man, because the conversation between B-Lock and him was just too personal, and I'm like...
And, like, on this one, I don't even think they showed anything about, like, real life. It was all in-game.
Thankfully.
When was the last time we went to real life?
Thankfully. That's his dad came back.
I think it was, like, in one of, like, the shorts.
Oh, yeah.
Shorts. At the end,
the minis.
In one of the minis. So, anyways, they get this sword refined, got 8 hits, and so the strategy now is to buff up and hit each one of them in the head because that's the critical point.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. All headshots.
And everybody knows that. You hit somebody in the head, it's a critical spot.
So cool.
Everybody knows that. I mean, that's the consistency of gaming.
You know what I wish they would have pointed out, though? He always uses daggers. This is his first time using a sword.
Oh, yeah.
So I wish there would have been like some kind of, maybe he couldn't wield it.
Penalty or something?
Yeah, some kind of like power. He's like, oh, wait, I forgot. I've never used a sword.
Let's not get too deep into gaming world, okay?
I mean, if you're going to make a game,
I hear you.
So they come up with a strategy. He starts taking out the humming lynches all one by one, hitting each one of them in the neck, severing their heads, basically.
Right.
Which is a critical hit. So one hit and that's it.
And using his bunny cannon to fucking...
So...
Magic Edge.
Yeah, also while using... What's the other bunny's name? Not Belock.
Emule.
Yeah. So that was also kind of cool to see how he strategized using Emule. So also he kills all the lynches except for the final one. Mm-hmm. And the final one, it's got to have more health than all the clones.
It better.
So, and he's got 2 hits left. Of course, it comes down to the last 2 hits. B-Lock put exactly the amount he needed to destroy the lynch.
Is that an asshole? I don't know.
He's that good. He's that good.
I mean, is it that he's that good, or the fact that he only gets 8 hits and all of a sudden the enemy happens to split into 7? Like, is that why couldn't it split into 10 or like 5 or something? I don't know. I'm just saying. It's very fortunate.
Yeah.
You don't think about it.
It's almost as if he moved his heart out of the way.
No, that's not. It's tough to compare anything to that. It's tough to compare.
I feel like maybe if B-Lock would have been like, oh, you only have 7 hits, there would have been a different strategy.
Okay.
Because he strategized.
He kind of split before B-Lock finished the weapon. But whatever.
I'm just saying, like he would have came up with a different strategy.
How convenient. All right.
That's true.
All right. So I'll let that one go.
That's true.
He probably would have used Emil more. I mean, her little
magic edge.
Yeah, exactly. So, what y'all think about the finish of
that was
the
cool.
lynch?
Badass.
So basically, he hits the lynch like right in the neck, kind of sticks the sword in her. The sword's there, and then B-Lock comes with her special move, which I forget. I forget what
Is it Hammer Blast or Titan Blast?
No, it was a different one.
Oh yeah,
it was a different one. But she also fortified her element first before she even did that, or whatever that material was.
So basically, the sword was stuck in the lynch's throat, and then B-Lock comes and gives it a little Kirby smash.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then
what was the specific name for it? It was a weird name. It was
I
forgot. But yeah, it was funny.
So and then after that,
and the sword still
the lynch was dead,
and the sword didn't break. Huh.
It didn't break.
It didn't.
It chipped and shattered.
No.
Yeah, they were able because B-Lock was able to save it.
Yeah, she was like, maybe now I can take it. Let's go back to Rabbit so I can go ahead and
That's right.
Did y'all see what Shinraku got after beating?
I did.
The boss.
Bones.
It was a bone
for shamans.
Yeah, I thought you got the shaman staff too. No,
I don't think so.
No, it was just like a bones that like had like this
a curse or whatever.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not exactly sure what it could be used for.
Like
but...
bad. Yeah. But he basically even said, "This is not like I don't even know if I want this. This is more like for shamans and stuff."
Yeah.
So, but that girl that saved him outside of the second city was a shaman. So maybe she'll come. She's actually from the other. She's from the animal. Yeah.
The beast thing.
Yeah. Beast guild. So she's the leader. So we'll see what happens with that. Yeah.
Harem.
I'm about to say that.
Harem coming up with Katsu as a boy though. One of them.
Hey, there's dozens for that.
So that was the end of that fight.
You don't know.
Now they make it to what's the 8th city?
You know it.
8th.
8-hold.
Yeah, 8-hold. There you go. 8-hold. So they make it to 8-hold. They kind of recoup.
Yeah.
Belok and Emil go back to Rabbituza, you know. And
Sonraku does something.
What does Sonraku do?
He does something wild. He does something against the advice of both Belok and Emil.
Please be careful in this video game.
No. In the what's the place called? Chasm of Evil Spirits or something?
Canyon of Ancient Souls.
So before they even exit that, they specifically tell him, "Hey, we cannot climb over this and make a shortcut because at the very top of this area, there's like level 100 plus crystal scorpions, and you cannot survive that." He's like, He just has his like, you know, he's gonna go up there. Come on, you know that.
Do you guys need to see him die?
I hope he does.
You think we should see him die a few times? Because
we have seen him die.
We saw him die. Yeah, he died.
But should we see him die again for it to really be a game? He beats everybody he fights.
Dude, he barely survives most of his fights anyways.
I get he's the main character, but damn, like...
I mean, aren't the fight... Don't you, like, have a good time watching the fights?
I have fun watching them.
Yeah, I don't want him to die.
But it's not going to matter.
I'm okay with him not dying because he's, like, always survived, like, with 1 HP, which he does in this one because Emil lands on his head and he has 1 HP left. Yeah. I'm so used to that he actually has to hurry up and save his point that I'm okay with that. Like, he's almost died so many times.
All right.
So, but yeah, that's what he does.
So yeah, the episode ends with him going back to fight the scorpions. So, and that's kind of where we're left off. This is episode 23?
23.
So
28 maybe.
You saw that where?
I didn't see that.
Oh.
I'm hoping.
I assume because it's always like 24.
Yeah. So I mean, I'm just gonna guess. I'm just gonna guess that there's probably 24 episodes. Wasn't there a recap somewhere in there? But it was probably a 0.5, so they probably
0.5.
So
maybe that's for Solo.
I think so. Solo for sure.
I think there was a recap in there. But anyways, so I'm hoping at 24, and then I'll get a fresh new pick for my weeklies. So
I thought you were gonna pick a wedding couple.
No, that's for my happy
optional.
marriage.
Okay,
Yeah.
I got you.
Weeklies, you re-up after your weekly's over. Everybody knows that.
Well, apparently our weeklies are already decided. So
no suggestion.
Guys, we're Cincinnati people, and y'all take it easy.
No.